Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stay on the Line, a horror genre podcast hosted and created by me, Terrah. And every week we talk about something horror genre related. And for the next, I don't know how many fucking weeks, we're going to be talking about what, Zanny?
Dragula Titans! Woo!
Oh, she took her hat off just to say that, baby.
That is all. Yeah, I was like, actually, it looks good from this angle.
This is my co-host for the Dragula recap. If you don't know Zanny, who's been on multiple episodes, Zanny, who are you?
My name is Zanny X. I am based out of Kansas City, but I grew up deep in the deep Mississippi area, from a small town called Biloxi, Mississippi, which is where I got to meet you and your lovely little face. I'm pinching your cyber cheeks right now.
Me looking at the person behind me. Are you talking to them?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
So you can find me in Kansas City, living my best life, just surviving and thriving. What about yourself? Tell me about you.
My name is Terrah, and I am a drag queen, and I like to sew and make things, and I've been... Oh, y'all are getting an early exclusive of this corset I've been making, so...
Yes, we love that corset. It's iconic, and I can't wait for you to mail it to me.
It's very heavy, so I'd rather you pick it up if you need it, so I don't have to spend like $100 shipping it.
Just shipping, yeah.
So actually, real tea, this is off topic, but when I made Evie Oddly a gown, it was very heavy, and the shipment was under $500, but above $200. Because the garment was so heavy and large.
Oh
much like this putty.
Much like this, but I don't know what you said, but yeah.
This putty.
Putty? Is that a
this
thing?
putty. He played with it like putty.
P-U-D.
Silly putty. Zanny, we're talking about Dragula Titans.
Yes, welcome to the Titans. We've been waiting all... Yeah!
Which features so many lovely cast members like Kendra Onyx. Oh, no, let's do it. Let's do it. I forgot all their names. Okay, let's do it by season. I like Kendra. What's so funny?
No, I love Kendra. Just you said all these icons like Kendra Onyx, and then that was the only one.
I could. Okay, let's do it by season. So, Dragula Titans. For those who don't know, watch Dragula on Shudder, please.
Please.
So, Dragula Titans is like an all-stars version of the regular season called Dragula. And then this is featuring from season 1, Melissa B. Fierce, season 2, Kendra Onyx, Erica Clash, Abora, and Victoria Black. And then from season 3, we have Eva Destruction,
Yovska. That's it from season 3.
No. There's gotta be someone else.
No, because then we have season 4. We have Coco Kane,
Astrid Aurelia, and Hoso. Oh wow! Whoa! Hold on. Let me let my dogs in real quick. This is so unprofessional.
The killer! They're behind you! Run! No! Run! Terrah!
Orange juice makes my pussy scream.
The killer entered the room with you. You're not alone.
Okay, that's our cast. I'm back. That's our cast of Dragula Titans. Yes. The season opens up by individual introductions of each entertainer, which we don't typically get that. We got that on Titans season, we got that on season 4. Yeah. And we got it this time, and I kind of liked it, even though it might be like very similar to another format of a drag show that we might know of. Yeah. But I didn't care. Oh, one of my lights went out. Oh my god.
I liked it. And then also, I never made this mental association, so call me a dummy wummy if you will. But they're Titans because they're dead and they're coming back to life and they're in the underworld. And I was like, that's so camp. Because if you think about it, when they lose, they kill you off. So this is like redemption. So then I was like, oh, this is so artistic. I was in love. This whole format of like fighting to come back to life and just rule the underworld and then rule the other world. And this is camp. When I was like, I was literally at the edge of my bed because it was 3 o'clock in the morning and I was laying in bed. But I was literally
said I was on the edge of my floor.
Yeah.
I was gonna jump.
Falling asleep. But I was
of glory! And I'm hanging on the...
Oh wait, hold on, let me grab my pony.
Wait.
That's me whipping my ponytail. Oh, I don't have a candle.
Oh, no. Wow. I was going to light a candle, too. I got a new one as well, so.
I do have one in the other room, but I don't want to get up.
Yeah, let's
get into it.
So, yeah, the ghoulies walk in one by one, and they do a little coffin thing. First. Melissa's the first person to walk in. So excited to see Melissa.
No, she is not.
Melissa? No, it's Coco. Oh.
Coco.
Yeah. Coco is Melissa's the second person to walk in. Coco's the first one to walk in. Any standouts of who walks in? I think my favorite and I thought was so shady. It was like a Bora being like, well, we just need someone who's very basic and who is an obvious first to go out. And then it does a shot, like literally a pause, and then a shot of Kendra coming out like in a very Baby Spice outfit. And I thought it was so shady. I love Kendra, but I thought it was very funny.
I thought it was, I literally wrote in my notes, said, y'all did not need to do Kendra like that. But I lived. Also, like, Kendra looked hot, and like, to me, that was kind of camp. Like, everybody showed up spooky as fuck, and like, you're being, I lived. I thought it was so funny.
It was giving Paris Hilton in like House of Wax.
Yeah, like I loved it. To me, I got you're being the final girl, you're being the dumb ditzy girl, and like I loved it. Standout looks, everything Victoria brings, I think is going to be a standout look, just because we know who they are.
What does she wear when she walk in?
That being said, I can't tell you. That was the second part of the statement.
Oh.
I was just saying, like, foreshadowing, like, I think they're going to always be a standout look. But honestly, no one really stood out for me look-wise besides Astrid.
What was Astrid wearing?
The
same outfit? No, Astrid was wearing the same outfit they were eliminated in, I think. With like a little bit, like...
There was more to it. But also, like, I don't know. To me, like, I wasn't... So I think also with the other format of the other show, like the first entrance look is the first entrance.
Yeah, like you have a moment where everyone looks at you and you walk in and
you're like, oh.
But this one, like,
this gave me, you need to wear something to show up.
Yeah, because the table is right there in front of the walk-in, so it's not like you can have your actual moment of fierce catchphrase and walk in and then pose. It's like, no, there's the table.
No. I will say, energy-wise, when Coco's casket opened, and Hoso's, Coco, Hoso, Melissa, and then Kendra, just their energy, when their caskets opened, like, I was like... You know?
Yeah, when I saw Melissa, I was very excited, especially for Kendra too. I'm just so happy for them. And also I think the standout look was Yovska, because Yovska started to like read Kendra, because they were the topic got brought up, who do you think's gonna go home first? And Kendra, Yovska says Kendra, and Kendra's like, bitch, you look like a toilet seat, quiet like toilet seat, toilet bowl.
Sent me. I will say it was weird having this like moment of like we're revealing them to you after they've already been revealed to us for like a month, you know? Like, I wish there would have been like an essence of like a surprise person or just something.
I mean, it is for the contestants.
Yeah,
you have to think that the contestants aren't supposed to know who's supposed to be there.
That's valid.
They're not expecting to see, like, they didn't get a fucking promo. Like, we got
get a list of names. Yeah.
Who are you happy to see back?
I mean, I honestly, okay, was that you?
Ma'am, that's your vibrator. I don't have.
Okay,
stuff.
I was like, my phone's not on.
It's your hush vibrator. Oh. Does she know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the ones that someone else can control.
When they're on calls and they're like,
I'm gonna
if you know, you know.
I'm gonna mail you my remote, so when we record this podcast, I can be like,
Zanny.
Anyways, the most intimate moment of our friendship. The one that I'm the most excited for, Kendra.
He makes me come during the podcast, not clickbait.
It's the cross-eyed with the tongue out.
It's like, okay.
Anyway.
Who are you excited to see back?
The one I'm the most excited for, obviously I was excited to see Coco. I love her. That's my good Judy. I love. I'm excited to see Hoso. I do think it's hard because, like, to me, Hoso doesn't have anywhere to evolve. They already are such good material, so seeing them come back, it's not like they're gonna be able to bring them. I'm like, oh, God, like, look at you, like, you've done so much with your time, like, because they already were so great. So I'm excited for their energy.
I think we said it before with the cast announcement that this was like the relay lap for them.
But like for the show itself, I'm so excited to see Eva Destruction and because they're so comfortable now. This is like the first time I think we're going to see them, because their season, like, they were very diving into the spook and trying to kind of get into that fantasy of horror. So there's a lot of insecurity. So now they're like fully realized. I love that. And then I'm also very excited for Kendra. Her personality this episode, I was laughing, I was giggling, I was giggle bussing.
It made me so nervous because I was like, oh my God, Kendra's getting a lot of camera time. Is Kendra about to go home? And Kendra did not go home. Spoiler alert. So I was just very excited that we get another episode with Kendra next week.
That's iconic. Like,
I know! I hope she makes it all the fucking way. I hope Kendra wins the challenge. Like, this is a Kendra Stan account, y'all. I don't even know her like that.
Just put it, Kendra Stan.
Kendra Stan. That's my first and last name. Right Kendra Stan.
First name Kendra, last name Stan.
Yeah. Same. I was excited to see Kendra, Melissa, Erica. Bitch, they were jumping on Erica from the get-go. I said, y'all let this girl live.
From the beginning. And, like, I get that you may have beef outside of this, but this is a competition, and they selected you. Like, chill out. And, like, also, like, the way they were going in on Erica, I was like, this is getting a little too much for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I like a little banter back and forth, you know, like what they did to Yovska's like was cute, but like the way they were going in on Erica, and then the weird tension, which like segueing into this weird
love,
Abora, Hoso, Astrid, Erica,
Eva
dynamic.
is somewhere just
Eva
like
is
there.
somewhere in this. I was like, y'all are over Abora?
Abora? Are we? Check's notes. We fighting over Abora?
I wrote that 9 times. I was like, over Abora?
Yeah.
Nothing against them. Their drag is valid. They are who they are. They are an entertainer.
Some people are entertained.
Some people are entertained. I just was confused.
Yeah.
And then that whole... I'm gonna spill some conspiracy tea. This is maybe I'm jumping ahead. So if I'm jumping ahead, correct me. I think they didn't want to be there, but they got asked to be there, so they're taking this as a joke.
It seems like a joke.
I feel like they are there. So just a spoiler alert, they are acting chaotic. Nothing is making sense. They're purposely causing drama with people. They're purposely saying the most randomest stuff. And then Eva kind of confesses that Abora has confessed to them before the show that they were going to give up. They were kind of over Dragula. They were over the energy XYZ. And then they come in. Yeah. I don't blame a bitch. If I was ready to... If I was done and then someone called me and said, hey, you want to come back? I would take it.
Yeah.
I would take it. This is an amazing opportunity. But because they're not into it as much as the other ghouls, there were many times that I was like, this is a joke to you and you're purposely messing with other people and I don't like that. Mm-hmm. And then you're not taking these competitions seriously, which is what happens. It doesn't add up. And then you kind of I think they kind of tasted that essence and then they realized that they made a mistake. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Besides a lot of the... Abora, bitch. Okay. Besides a lot of the drama, we do get introduced to the new format. So the new format is it's very different from regular Dragula, and it's a little confusing. So if you need to correct me on something, please do, because I'm still a little confused. Every week they are going to be doing a fright feat, which is like there are no extermination challenges, but this is kind of like an extermination challenge at the beginning of every week. If you refuse to do the extermination challenge, then the person who was eliminated from the week before, it doesn't have to be the week before or just in general,
the week before,
can come back in and you're eliminated right there. Boom, you get the cut. That's the first format change. And then they have a challenge, and then after that it's kind of like up in the air where they don't know, because they think, oh, no extermination challenges, cool, like they're like someone will be eliminated. That's all they know. And then their main challenge is to do a party. It's kind of like it's like the Nosferatu beach party where they're all lip syncing to a very slow song and they have to dress as a classic horror character,
which I was excited for. Yeah, I was so ready for this. That was one of my favorite themes. The last time we discussed, I was like, that one iconic.
Because I think they did that for season 3.
Season 3. Yep.
Season 3 at like the top 4. Do you want to explain what that is? The classic horror, like real quick, what a classic horror
so it's just basically you're just recreating a classic horror look. So it can be like a pumpkin, a ghost, a witch, a vampire, a pirate, something like that. And you have to make it like really spooky and more adult.
Yeah.
I will say the Boulets did kind of hint. They were like, we're diving back into season 3 with this challenge. I am going to be so excited if each week it's another challenge, like like almost like a redemption moment. That would send me.
I mean, that's what we did for Resurrection, so that'd be maybe like.
So that's what I'm hoping is what we're getting into.
Yeah.
Dragula still does the same camp-esque stuff that they always do, which sends me where they're in the workroom pretending like they're working on stuff. I'm sure some of them are working on it. But there's one scene where like the camera is talking to someone, and Eva is behind them holding what's the three little the devil with the 3
a devil stick.
The devil stick.
I don't know.
And it's just like
a fork.
It's like just holding the pitchfork with a paintbrush, and it's just like brush. There's no paint on the table, and it's just and then just stops and looks at it and just goes,
yeah.
For 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Sent me.
Bitch, they need B-roll footage. My favorite part about all of that is, like, they're supposed to be practicing, which they're not. They're just kind of talking. There's just a lot of banter back and forth about the drama between, like, Astrid likes Hoso likes Astrid, but Hoso has a partner, and it just wouldn't work because they live in 2 different countries. But then Abora really likes Hoso, and then Hoso likes Abora, but as like, you know, as an idol, not like as a friend. It even comes up because Hoso like kisses Abora, and she's like, "Bitch, you kiss your friends."
So do you kiss your friends? That energy it made me uncomfortable. I was cringing for them just watching it. I could not imagine being in that workroom. It's just weird. I don't know what's going on. I cannot tell if it's just these weird storylines trying to interconnect.
Yeah.
Or if it's just like we're missing information. It was just weird. I don't like it.
Well, we don't have to worry about it after this episode, so thank God.
Hey, girlfriend, I love you passionately, but you have to use your inside voice respectfully.
Are you talking to your cat? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
you said, "Oh."
Yeah, she's dragging me. So they're split up into teams. Well, they're split up into, some of them are in teams. So Astrid is on their own. They're supposed to be like the host of the party. And I thought it was going to be acting. It's not. And they made it seem like they're going to be bucking and twirling in this. Because they're like, oh, this is the dance one. This is the dancing were doing group. The background dancer, like, that was the move. Astrid is on their own. Erica and Abora are together. Coco, Kendra, and Melissa are together. Yovska and Victoria are together. Is that all the teams?
Eva and Hoso.
Oh, Eva and Hoso. Oh, we forgot to mention the Fright Feet. The Fright Feet for their challenge was to bob for apples, but instead of water, it's blood and like fish.
Animals.
Bitch, Erica fully bites a pig head that's in hers and throws it behind
her. A full pig head. Just goes, not my day. Also, this sent me. So you watch the Fright Feet, you think that Astrid wins. Astrid's like, woo! They get to
Bitch, I didn't think that because Melissa was like, I think I won.
But Astrid's like, if you won, then you won, girl. But like, I won. And then also, it's so funny because whoever wins gets to assign roles, XYZ. Absolutely sent me. Astrid assigns the roles, deals with all the drama. They kind of bicker and fight or whatever. People are confident in their roles. They get a little sassy. They make a few comments. And then production comes in and goes, just kidding. You didn't win. Melissa won.
Bitch, they did that to stir the fucking pot,
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, so then Melissa could be like, no, Erica, you're not getting your role, bitch.
Said, no. Absolutely sent me. I was giggle busting so hard, squealing like the pig that she pulled out of her blood bucket. I said...
The challenge happens. Was there any standouts for you in the challenge? Because to me, I thought the look was like, oh, they kind of made the look there. But then I was looking at some looks and I was like, some of these are good. And then some of these are like store-bought. So
yeah. So I will say, and I'm not going to judge anybody's drag. What do they say? Drag is art.
Drag is art and art is subjective.
Right, that. But like to me, which I have to think, we think with this, they don't know what challenge is coming first. We don't. But I was like, this is the first episode and y'all brought this? So a lot of them I was just kind of like, okay. I really loved Eva. Their look was iconic.
They were a devil, yeah.
Yeah, I loved Victoria's. It was really thought out.
The pumpkin with the reveal of the
And I
brains.
was mad at first because I was like, you can't move your mouth. How are you gonna lip sync? But then I realized it was
it actually like moved,
and it moved and worked. So I liked that.
I think Hoso's pirate looked pretty cool. They even had like a little tiny bird cage on their head.
I think if I could have got more, if we could have seen more of it, because it was just so. That was one thing too, is we did not get a runway.
We didn't get a runway. It was just like that was the challenge.
And this is my least favorite challenge because it's like 8 personalities in one room, and 10. You're trying to focus.
Who did you not include in that personality check?
No, I mean like, well, I was gonna say is like normally it's 8 because it's normally later on, and this time they did 10, so I liked it. No,
last season it was 10.
Oh, team. Well, it was a lot. It's a lot of personalities. I can't focus. I can't soak things in. So, I did love Kendra did this bit. They were like a Frankenstein moment, and they
Frankenstein's
monster, and they stuck their hands in the toaster and got electrocuted. That was camp.
I thought Kendra's makeup looked good, and then instead of doing the bolts on the side, Kendra had like an AB like earrings that were like big and put them on the side, so it looked like the bolts. My standout was actually Yovska's pumpkin look, where she had 2 pumpkin titties, and I thought Yovska was very camp with the performance too. I think Yovska's performance was good. Hoso was my favorite dress, and everyone else was kind of...
Astrid was really good too. Let me not discredit that.
Zanny, real quick, we're going to go to an ad break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking more about what?
More Dragula Titans Season 1.
That's what look, I'm wearing a Boulay Brothers.
You're wearing a Boulay Brothers? I bought one, and literally watched it once, and the color faded.
Oh, mine's good, so...
Yeah.
Maybe figure that out. Hello?
Thank you for calling Rebecca Black's fan club. This is Diane speaking. How can I direct your call?
Diane, I'm trying to talk to my friend Zanny about Dragula Titans. Is she there?
Oh my god. Give me one moment. I know she went to lunch at 1, but let me see if she's still in. Hold on. Give me one. Do you mind holding really quick?
I mean, it's 6 p.m. How long is
it? Do you mind holding?
Oh, sure. I kind of do my. Oh. I'll just call Zanny back some a different time. Oh.
Hello?
Hey, bitch. We're talking about Dragula.
Oh. Right now? We're talking about Dragula right now?
It's me, Tuna Casserole.
Okay, work. Hello. Hey, Tuna.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Dragula Titans.
Yeah, Season 1. Welcome back. And let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Boots, mama.
Boots, mama. Hold on. Let me do something. Diane, you're fired. I did like Astrids. To me, it didn't really fit the theme.
Yeah, I couldn't. Looking at her look, I could not get that you were a sea monster from the Creature of the Black Lagoon.
See, that's immediately what I got was Sea Monster, Creature of the Black Lagoon, but like that does not scream classic
I have a look
Halloween.
That would fit this perfectly. My sea creature one from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah. See, to me that doesn't read classic. Like no kid in my mind is like, I want to be the sea creature from the Black Lagoon for Halloween, mommy.
Well, it was very common for like Universal Dark Universe, something like that. Where I have a blanket with the Universal monsters. It's supposed to be Frankenstein's monster, the Bride of Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Dracula. Those are like the main ones. So I thought we were going to get vampires or ghosts or werewolves. Witches. None.
No, we
did.
Vampires.
We did get vampires.
Yeah, we got a lot of vampires.
They just weren't
too
memorable.
Except one was labeled Bat. And that sent me.
My favorite, because they labeled them all, like, one of them was, like, Pumpkinhead 2, and then, because those are 2 movies. And my favorite was, like, Abora, and it was just a bunch of question marks. Nobody knew what the fuck she was supposed to be, and she was like, I'm an alien, and the judges were like...
What made me mad, too, is they asked her in the workroom, they're like, what are you supposed to be? And she was like, I am gonna fuck with it. Like, she fully admits it. She's like, I'm gonna be so off that, like, it's artsy that I'm off. And then in front of the stage, they're like, we didn't get it. And she's like, what do you mean you didn't get it? I was an alien. Like, bitch, you admitted that you wanted to do this. You literally set yourself up to not succeed.
Yeah.
You openly bragged about wanting to do something so art and so out there that it doesn't fit the challenge. And you were like, they're going to eat it up because it's me and they're going to think I'm weird.
To be honest with you, this is Terrah Card's own opinion. So if you're a boy and you're listening to this, you might want to click off right now. But I do think she went in with that attitude of the Boulay brothers like me, so it doesn't fucking matter what I do because they're going to eat it up. And I think that was her mentality the whole time, especially when they were deliberating with each other in the cauldron. Like, bitch, you cannot be fucking saying you're the best one and fuck all you bitches when your ass is on the line.
So then cuts into it. We get the scores. We find out who wins, who loses, blah, blah, blah. We find out who's in the bottom.
Well, who do you think should have won? So the winner was Victoria. Victoria won a performance challenge gag. The tops were...
I would put Eva as a winner.
Eva was in the top. Astrid was in the top. Our safe people
was in the top, I believe.
Basically, everyone else was safe except for Erica, Coco, and Abora. Abora didn't know the lyrics and was just... the look didn't match. Erica was in the bottom, even though Erica didn't do bad. I thought Erica did fine.
They specifically said to Erica, the only reason why you are in the bottom is because your energy is not where we know you can be, and like you're holding back, and like this is to electrocute you, like this is to bring you back to life. You know, like we want to mess with you. So they even tell everyone, like, Erica, you're not supposed to be here. You're just here by default.
By default, because everyone else kind of was better.
Coco, the look was cute. It was not the best compared to other people. And then like they did choreography and Coco forgot the choreography. It looked like was just a few steps behind. They were like, you're iconic. They were like, you're just, we need to see more from you.
Yeah.
And then they really go on Abora and they're like, you didn't know your words.
That bitch.
You didn't care.
Bitch, like, Elvira was like, what were you supposed to be? And Abora was like, an alien. She was like, a what?
Yeah, a what? A who? Okay, don't understand. Do not compute.
And then also the Boulay brothers look good. It's their promo
really good.
So
they made the running joke where they were like, yeah, like we wanted to dress casual, but
we said we didn't want to do any heavy outfits, and they're like, well, bitch.
They sent me.
Could you imagine if they just walked out in like Snuggies and shit?
Snuggies with a bowl of popcorn.
The gag of the season. What is the first, or I guess the second gag of the season, Zanny?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that Whitney Houston? Gag of the season.
Was it just me or was that Whitney Houston?
Was that Whitney Houston? They vote each other out.
Yeah, they pick for the two, like they vote for the bottom people. They vote for their bottom person who they want eliminated, and then
you can vote for anyone.
Yeah, that's the thing. They can vote for bitch. I would have been like, write
anyone.
Victoria's name on that fucking.
Well, and they were like, okay, so like they were like, you know, they get to the group and they're like, we're gonna vote only the bottoms. But like then host was like,
yeah, she votes for Yoska, doesn't she?
Yeah, just randomly. But like was like, we could hypothetically somebody could fuck it up, and they're like, don't do that. But I'm like, y'all really could get out a strong ass bitch right now.
Because there's already alliances. Like I would say Hoso and Ashton are basically in an alliance, but it's also weird. Erica's fighting for her life by herself, really.
She's
it's kind
fighting
of sad.
by herself. It's very that. It made me very mentally depressed to see it. I don't know what their drama is. I don't know what they've done. I don't know too much about that cup of tea. But I was just like, y'all are really going in on this.
Yeah. And the main alliance that we see is Melissa, Coco, and Kendra, which that's Team Camera. Like, if they were not here, Camera, there would be no camera.
It makes me nervous because anytime something like that develops so quickly, so fast, and it's so fun, it almost always backfires in the end, and it scares me because I love them all. Like,
Melissa and Kendra have known each other for years. Like, of course she's going to kiki with her.
With her friends.
It's not their fault that all these bitches are trying to fuck each other instead of actually win.
I said, y'all just... which was also weird because, like, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, if I was on the show and then I placed wherever I placed, I would be friends with these other Dragula ghouls. Like, I'd be in their DMs, we would kiki, if we're in places together, we're in places together. Like, I assume we'll work together at some point, XYZ. So a lot of them are like, oh my god, like almost like fangirling and talking about each other and like talking about private conversations and stuff like that. And I was like, this is just weird. Y'all are giving me fan energy, and y'all are all Titans. All 10 of y'all are in this room for a reason.
They could be fans of each other.
I mean, you can be fans, but like you all got brought back. This is a competition.
The awkward thing is like, to me, Hoso seems focused on the competition, right? That's what I was getting. But everyone else was interested in bringing up Hoso's, especially the people who like Hoso like that, were bringing it up. It's like, bitch, just don't say anything.
Just keep it keep it at home. Keep it in the DMs. We can talk later.
Yeah,
we're gonna go on tour together. Like, chill.
Bitch, Hoso's like, bitch, I'll go on another tour. I don't care.
Even Eva, there's like a random scene where like they're like, okay, we need to get to work, and then Eva goes, before we get to work, I have to ask you.
That was the producer. The producer slid her a note and was like, ask Erica this question.
I said, bitch, get your nose out. You got a ticket to be in her business? No, ma'am.
The thing that I like about Dragula is it gives you this entertainment. I was thoroughly entertained by Yoska, Kendra, Coco, and Melissa. What
killed me? When they were sitting at the table and they said, who do you think should be in the bottom? And I forgot who said it, but they said Yoska. And they just said, oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. And like the other half of the table just started laughing because it was so caught. Okay. And I think it was Kendra was like, she did not expect that. Like, she was not ready. It sent me.
So now they are going to go deliberate in the cauldron. Oh, what were you about to say?
Also, whenever they're cackling back and forth, reading each other for filth, and I'm living.
This is before the challenge.
Yeah, and it's very family oriented. It's not for real by any means. And someone just Yoska's like, I didn't go home during the performing challenge, and then Kendra goes, bitch, because you didn't make it to the performing challenge.
Except she did go home in the performance challenge. On season 3, right? She went home in the rock challenge.
I don't remember that
guitar shoved in her head. So what's the tea, Mimi?
But it just sent me. It sent me when she said, I didn't go home during the performance challenge. And then Kendra said, baby, because you didn't make it to the performing challenge. You can't win. You can't not if you don't. That sent me. That clapback sent me so hard. And then even Yoska the next day was like, look, you were reading me and it sent me. Like, I'm still thinking about you calling me a toilet bowl.
She was like, honestly, you kind of did that. And she did.
You kind of ate. Kendra is... I cannot express it enough how much I'm a fan of Kendra. Kendra. I just want to share that little just says Kendra.
Yeah.
Kendra.
Support Kendra. You know what?
Support Kendra.
Kendra, if you're listening, bitch, we stan you, okay?
We stan.
Come to one of my shows. I will book you. I don't mind. So now it's the cauldron. They need to decide who they're going to vote for. Bitch, they don't even get a separate room to write down. Like, we're going to talk about them fighting. Because that was funny. But they don't even get a separate room to write down who they want to send home. Bitch, fucking Coco can't even grab the damn pencil. She's using instead of using the quill, she's just putting her nail in the ink and just scratching the paper. She has to fold it up by herself.
It was so funny.
Yeah. How did you feel about? Sorry.
Well, it's like all like that. Like you don't vote privately in a separate room. Just like they're having these intimate conversations about each other in the same room with each other. And I'm like, I know the studio space echoes. Like y'all are fine. Like when Melissa's like telling Kendra's like, you should go talk to Victoria. You should see how she feels about you.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Victoria's like a foot away from you, bitch. And so Victoria's painting her face, literally being like.
There was also some tension between Kendra and Victoria. I honestly forgot.
Squashed it.
Oh, squashed it because she was a pumpkin.
Oh my gourd. I can't get it. Oh my gourd.
Smashing pumpkin. Oh my gourd. You're so gorgeous.
You're so gorgeous.
Oh. I will say I forgot Victoria was in this episode. I ain't gonna lie.
I think Victoria forgot she was in this episode. Not gonna lie.
They're pleading their cases, right? You know, Coco's like, bitch, I want to be here. I have so much I need to show. I didn't get to show anything on my season. Erica is like, bitch, I will keep fighting. I want to be here, blah, blah.
And also was like, I should not be in the bottom. Like, I did what I did. Like, they even said themselves, like, I'm here by default. Like, I didn't fuck up my words. I didn't fuck up my look. Like,
she carried her team.
Here. I carried my team. And then her teammate, Abora, is like, I have too much to prove. There's stuff that I have to show off. Like, I have to show everyone how great I am. And Kendra's like, do we not? Like, what about us? And then she's kind of like, or they're kind of like, you know, like, but like, I've got iconic stuff. Like, I'm sickening. Like, that kind of energy. And someone's like, it's being narcissistic. And then they're like, don't call them narcissistic. And then they're like, but that's literally being narcissistic.
Literally.
Like, Hosta was like, you're saying mean things. And I was like, they're saying the truth.
Yeah,
like,
everyone started being like, oh no, Abora, no. And I like that Coco was like, why does she get sympathy points right now?
That, like, you're in it's a competition. You're in the bottom and you're being mean to people. She didn't do the challenges right. And she didn't take it serious. So, like, respectfully, yeah, why am I giving you sympathy points right now? Yeah. And I'm 90% positive they trimmed that situation down. Obviously, they do that with reality television.
Which is a shocker because it's a 90-minute episode.
But it's just like, I don't know. I don't have sympathy for that. It's one thing if it's like, if this is your first chance being seen to the world, then like I will give you my sympathy and then I'll be like, I get it. Like you're here, you really want to prove yourself. You don't want to go home first. But it's Titans. You've already proven yourself. You've already earned your keep. You've been performing for a long ass time. Like you've been doing shit outside of this place. The world has seen you. And then if you go home first, you go home first. We're going to post your looks on social media. We're still going to see everything that you bring. You're still going to get camera time. You're still going to tour. You're still going to travel. You're still going to gain followers from this. So, like, don't be that person who's like, I'm better than you and my drag is better. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. I don't have time for that energy. Everybody in that room deserves to be there. Everybody in that room worked just as hard. And this is different. Nobody applied for this. They reached out to those people. So, like, production and the Boulets saw something in every single one of them.
Yeah.
Don't discredit. Don't be that girl that discredits other people to make yourself look good. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. I don't got time for that energy.
The conversation to me was getting very weird because and this is just Terrah's observation. It seemed like observation. It just seemed like all the white people were like, "Oh no, girl, like Abora, I like totally understand." And everyone else who wasn't white was like, bitch, are y'all serious? She did the worst in the challenge.
No, and it's
the fact that, so they do it, the bottom two have to like, they're basically nominated, the bottom two, and they don't know who has the worst votes. So they go up the staircase and they stand on top of this thing. And it's the fact that obviously Abora is one of the people. Like, everyone knows that. And the thing is, like, they even say in the culture, they're like, okay, we get that she's the bottom one, but who else? And it's like, it doesn't matter who else, bitch. Like, so when they get up there, the other person that we find out is in the bottom two is Erica for some reason. I was like, why are we voting for Erica? And it literally is just because they, off of first impressions, they literally just threw her in the bottom because of that reason. I feel like they're going to do the same. Like, if they can vote for anyone next week, even if Erica does great, I feel like they're still going to vote for her.
But also, this is devil's advocate as well. Like, you had to pick. So, like, not everyone voted for Abora, but obviously that was a majority of the votes. But like to me, because Erica was like, "How dare you pick me? How dare you vote for me? Like I'm God. Like oh my gosh!" And it was like fuming. It was like if I go home, my blood will be on their crown. And like
no, you said Erica said that?
Yeah, and Erica's just livid, and you can see them like they are fuming and everything like that. And I'm like, I get the anxiety of being in the bottom and having all this taken away from you and that fear, but also like two people had to go up, and you were someone who was in the bottom.
But I don't think Erica did the second worst. That's what I'm saying.
She didn't. And I would not have put Erica in the bottom, but I wouldn't be like, how dare you? Like there's a part of me that would recognize that I didn't do as good as I could. And obviously the world hates this, not the world, but this competition. These people do not like this bitch. And for what they brought, you know, not they don't like them personally, but like they don't like what they brought to the competition, that little moment. Like I would be like, I'm here by default. Like I would be upset and I would be anxious, but I would just be like, I'm here by default.
Yeah.
Like nobody, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anybody in there except for maybe two people were like, I want you out and I'm being malicious and I'm trying to backdoor you. Maybe one person max.
To Erica or?
To Erica. And the person who did that, who probably wanted you out, is the one that you're standing next to. That's a vote. So all you need is, theoretically there's 10 of you. 6 of you vote for Abora. That only leaves 4 people left. Abora obviously voted for you because Abora does not like you. So there's one of those votes. One person randomly voted for Yovska, so that's someone. That's a random vote, that doesn't count. So literally one other person probably voted for you. Like the whole group of bitches did not put you up there.
Yeah, but bitch, I would still be in my feelings, especially because she doesn't know. She doesn't know who voted for her because, again, from her perspective, everyone has been jumping on her from the get-go. But then everyone is talking about, Abora's feelings, you know? When she gets nominated, she knows Abora, how everyone likes Abora, quote unquote. You know, and she has all these fucking friends, so she's probably like, bitch, if I go home when this bitch, like, I would be standing up there too, bitch. If I went home when this bitch did the absolute worst in this challenge, I'm going to fucking resent these bitches. So I totally understand where she's coming up. And we find out through an Ellen DeGeneres trapdoor. Bitch, you know what I'm talking about? On Ellen, they would have the doors like this. I was like, okay, Ellen.
It sends me watching...
Yeah, so the two go up to the top of this like staircase. They stand on these things, and the eliminated person is dropped into what is it called, Oblivion or whatever.
Oblivion.
Yeah, bitch. Coco is laughing, and Kendra's like trying to like tell her to shut up. It was really funny. This is the first time that we actually see a contestant be eliminated in front of other contestants.
Yeah,
they usually don't do that. They usually, you know, they find out the next day.
I will say I do miss, I miss the death scenes. Those are my favorites. I was really looking forward to it. And then also, like, it does kind of build, and then it's just like, meh. Like, there was no, there's drama, obviously, with the voting. There's drama with the conversations. But, like, there was no extermination challenge, which I didn't think I was going to miss, but then I kind of missed. And I missed the death scenes.
Nah, I don't miss them. I don't miss them. And it is kind of, I think it's not as tense, obviously. But to be fair, you can compare it to other extermination challenges. Like, bitch, do you think this was as intense as the bull riding?
Well, that's
as valid. Intense as the electroshock thing. I do like the thing of them both walking up and, you know, the drop. And they find out who actually stays. So... The gag is further down the road when two people are up there and one of them's like a front runner and everyone votes for the front one. Now that will be a gag, bitch.
That will be a gag.
And I will be waiting and tuning in for that.
I will be watching, mama.
So Abora is the first one eliminated.
Which is ironic because at the beginning, her intro or her little entrance thing, she's like, now we see the basic bitch who's gonna go home first.
Well, guess what, Mimi?
Guess what, Mimi?
You know what? I agree that she went home first. Yeah, I agree that Abora went home, or should have went home. And I think for the win, I probably would have given it to maybe Eva or Astrid.
I would have given it to Eva, potentially Astrid. Eva for sure.
It could have been anyone. It wasn't that much of a standout challenge concept for me.
I mean, it was funny. It definitely delivered more than I expected it to. I was enjoying it. It's camp. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to learn a little bit more about these ghouls a little more. I'm really excited to see how this works out now that Abora is not in the workroom, just because of the tension they were creating and the energy they were creating.
They'll find something to talk about.
They're going to find something else, but I'm excited to see a little bit. Like, I'm just excited to see where it's going to go now that that's gone. And I'm excited. Yovska is surprising me. Not that I wasn't expecting it, but like they're surprising me. So I'm very. And then Kendra, I cannot wait for more Kendra. I want more Kendra. I want so much more Kendra. I want to be friends with them. I am in love with their energy. I just want more Kendra.
Okay, top 3 so far. Who do you think's gonna be top 3?
Like at the end?
You know, just who you want. Who you want to be top 3?
I would love. I don't know. You go first. Let me think.
Melissa, Kendra, and maybe Yovska.
I would say Eva, Coco, Kendra.
Bitch, I want Kendra to win a challenge.
I know. I'm like,
I want this for you, Kendra.
Come on!
I want this for you.
Secure the tour. So if I was Kendra, I would literally episode 12. If they go home, episode 2, episode 3, I'd be like, do I still get to go on tour though?
You know, and the thing is, bitches was saying Melissa goes home first, and guess what, Mimi? Guess what? Your fucking fave went home first. So fuck all the Melissa haters.
I'm so excited for Melissa.
Period. All right, Zanny.
Such a cutie. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Melissa's so hot.
So hot.
Zanny, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at ZANNY_EX.
You can find me on most platforms under the name Terrah Card. That's TERRAHCARD. You can follow this podcast on most platforms under the name Stay on the Line Podcast, where every Thursday we have new episodes. We'll be doing Dragula for the next few weeks, obviously. And we have a Patreon, patreon.com/Stay on the Line. So if you want to see the video edition in full length and other bonus content, head over to Patreon and we will be there. Leave a like on this video or comment your favorite moment of this episode, and then tell us, write a review on us. That'd be nice on iTunes and give us a review on Spotify. That'd be very nice.
Give us a cute little, and give us, interact with us on social media. Give us questions. Give us things to talk about.
On Twitter. On Twitter, I'll be Stay on the Line TC on Twitter.
Yeah. Get them on that Twitter. We want to interact with you as much as you want to interact with us. Give us love.
Unless you're just like, don't be tagging these bitches if you don't like them. I don't like a specific person that's on the season that we don't have to worry about. But I'm not tagging the bitch and saying how much I don't care for them. Keep that shit, if you're going to tweet it, you don't need to tag them. That stuff. All right, until next time, I'm Terrah Card.
And I'm Zanny X.
And make sure you stay on the line.
On the line.
Yeah, you go.